there was once a time in Colorado where you could get away with not having air conditioning.
Now, those times, it seems, have passed, and it might be time for significant upgrades to combat these rising summer temperatures.
Denver 7's Bayan Wang joins us live in Denver. Bayan, you spoke to residents of an apartment complex that have no AC at all.
Yeah, Jessica, Shannon, that's exactly right. It's an absolutely huge nightmare here right now, okay? I was gonna come on TV and complain about how hot it feels, but I really can't complain at all considering what these folks are dealing with. We're talking no AC all summer long.
Frustrations have been running very high.
As high as Thursday's temperatures.
I got a little thermometer in one of my bedrooms and it says 92 right now.
Summer at the Norseman condominiums in Denver has probably been the most unbearable one yet for residents. They say the AC in the building has been broken all season long.
I'm recovering from a stroke and just not feeling well, and the heat doesn't help.
RoCal took on management in July. They say supply chain issues won't allow them to fix the AC until September.
Just in time for the snow.
By then we'll need heat. Hope that's working.
While these residents exercise their patience, the reality is some have it worse. According to a recent city report, approximately 30% of Denver homes do not have air conditioning, which is especially critical as the region's average temperature rises. Yet, current city building codes do not require residential AC units, and landlords aren't obligated to install them. But some experts, like Healthier Colorado's Kyle Piccola, says times are changing.
Colorado is in a time, if you've grown up here, where you can remember not needing air conditioning like myself. But now I can't imagine, living without it.
He believes the city needs to reconsider its policies and start thinking about implementing cooling systems for everyone, but responsibly, as Sabrina Pacha with Health, Air, and Water Colorado points out.
I think we need to be careful about how we go about that so that we are creating an energy efficient future for folks and not requiring folks to put on old window units onto apartments that will just exacerbate the problem in the long run.
In a statement to Denver 7, the city states in part, for a jurisdiction to make AC units mandatory, they would have to make local amendments that are specific to their jurisdiction. The Denver Department of Health and Environment says they will review this matter the next time they revise the residential health regulations.
Now, in the meantime, residents here just have to endure the heat. Those who can't afford a portable AC unit are just leaving the windows cracked for now. We're in Denver, Bayan Wang. Back to you guys.
All right, Bayan, thank you very much. And while air conditioning is a quick relief from this heat, our continued dependence on it could create bigger, longer problems.
Climate change has caused it to get warmer. And as humans, our sort of best adaptation policy or action that we can take is to use air conditioning, cool our homes. And that in turn, depending on where you get your energy, which in the US is largely fossil fuels, leads to furthering climate change.
According to a recent study from Penn State, U.S. demand for air conditioning will rise between 8 and 13% if the Earth's temperature increases by 1.5 to 2 degrees Celsius. Now, some states would see a greater impact than others. Here in Colorado, a 2-degree temperature rise translates to an increase of 6.3 kilowatt hours per household.
A new report from the journal Nature Communications, Earth and Environment shows the impact of climate change on the world's Arctic region. Researchers looked at a heat-trapping emission from the burning of fossil fuels, and they found temperatures at the North Pole rose 4 times as much as anywhere else in the world. Researchers looked at trends between 1979 and 2021.